Hello, everyone. And Lena is joining us. Hi, Lena. Okay, so we have Pam here with healthy snacking, and she's going to make some mini pizzas. So everybody give it up for Pam.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm really excited to introduce you to my cousin Judy. Hi. We're in her kitchen because her kitchen's way cleaner than mine. What we're going to do today is an individual pizza using English muffins. And the thing that's really cool about that is that you can make it healthy, but if you want to make it more junk food, you can do that too. It's pretty flexible. So I'm pretty excited to show you how this works. So I'm going to kind of cock this down so you can see my workspace. And one of the things that you're going to need is you're going to need some English muffins. And here's a package of English muffins. You can get them at the grocery store. Sometimes they're in the refrigerated sections and sometimes they're in the bread section. But they're super easy to find. And then this is one of my favorite products. This is a squeezable pizza sauce because you don't have to worry about wasting any. And what you do is you can squeeze it out onto your pizza and then you have it for the next time. And you put it right in your refrigerator and then it's ready to go for the next time. And then you need some mozzarella. And you'll see that this is from Kroger, which is an Ohio company because I'm in Ohio. What? Okay, so what we're going to start with right away is we're going to talk a little bit about kitchen safety and remembering to make good choices when you're in the kitchen. And I have turned the oven on to 375 degrees and the oven is all warmed up and ready to go. And I have a cookie sheet that I'm going to be using. And you can see that the cookie sheet is super easy to handle. Here, Judy, hold that. See, it's super cool and you can handle it right now. But when it comes straight out of the oven, Judy, should we use our hands on a hot?
No.
What should we use?
Hot holders.
Hot holders. So we're going to talk about kitchen safety and making good choices while you're cooking. Another thing that I'm going to talk about is the trickiness of the English muffin. Aren't they cool? But guess what? They are not. They're not cut. So we're going to take just a regular butter knife. It's not sharp at all. See, it's not cutting my hand at all. And you're going to put it in between the layers and gently turn the English muffin and cut it at the same time. Now, oh my gosh, what if you do it unevenly? Does that make a big difference? No, that's why I like English muffins. You can't go wrong. All right, so I'm going to go on around the English muffin. See how I have it down and I have my hand on top and I'm cutting my way around. When I get to where I started, I'm going to look and see how I did. I don't know. Not bad. Look, you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this onto the cookie sheet. Now, if you take a look at the cookie sheet, it's a pretty big cookie sheet. So I'm going to ask Judy, don't you think we should make more than just one?
I do.
I think that we're going to probably need more than just one. So I'm going to do the same process again. And who remembers what we do with the English muffin? What is it that makes it a little bit more difficult? Yeah, it's not cut. So we're going to cut another one, taking my knife, and I'm going to look. You can see there's kind of like almost a seam there. Put my knife in there, and I'm going to turn the English muffin and cut at the same time. Now, those of you who know Coach Pam, you know that this is really not easy for me because I'm just not that coordinated. So if I can do it, that means anybody can do it. I'm going to take it on around. I'm anxious to see how I did. Little drum roll. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. All right, look at how cute that is, you guys. It's perfect. Now, I have put crumbs all over my cousin Judy's countertop, and that's why we're here and not my kitchen, because it's always better to trash someone else's kitchen. Okay, so now we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close up the English muffins, because one of the things that drives me crazy is when someone doesn't close up a bread product and it goes bad before I can have more pizzas. So I'm going to put my little tab on there because I'm done with it now, and I'm going to set it aside because, you know, I might do this again tomorrow. Now, these kind of look like pizzas, don't they? But what do we need to do next? Should we put the sauce or the cheese on next? I kind of think the sauce. What do you think, Judy?
I think we should put sauce on it.
Okay, so I think we're going to do sauce next. And here is that really cool thing. Now let's talk about what you do with something you take out of the refrigerator or you get new. You have to shake it up a little bit. But first I'm going to make sure that it's nicely sealed at the top, because if I shake it up and it's not sealed, it could go all over my cousin Judy's kitchen and she'll never have me back.
White cabinets.
White cabinets. All right, so here we go. I'm going to shake it up a little bit. Shake, 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 baby. All right, we're ready to go. Okay, now I'm going to open it up. Now, this is kind of a tricky thing because you're going to squeeze it out and it's kind of going to make a blob in the middle of your pizza. And that's okay. But I don't know about you guys, that doesn't look that appetizing to me. I feel like the sauce should be spread out a little bit better. So there's a couple different ways to deal with that. One way is to use your finger. Oh, that's not good.
No fingers.
So how about a spoon? But not this side, this side. And I'm just gonna spread it around.
Filling in the nooks and crannies.
Filling in the nooks and crannies. But you'll notice that it's not a lot of sauce. And that's because I always spill stuff on my chest when I eat. Does anybody else do that? You can tell me. I won't tell anyone. And so if I don't have too much sauce, I'm less likely to get a big blob in the middle of my Somo shirt. So I'm going to make sure I don't put too much on. So what do you guys think? Does that look right? What do you think, Judy?
Beautiful. It just needs a little something else.
Well, let's do something about the spoon.
Oh.
What should we do now? We have a dirty spoon. Should I put it on the counter with the pizza sauce? No. How about if we rinse it off in the sink? We're going to do that real fast. And then we're going to put it in the sink. Cool. Because when you're done and you have a clean kitchen, then everybody in the family that shares the kitchen is going to be okay with you doing this again. All right. So now I'm done with my sauce and I'm going to close it up. And there's a little bit of a blub on it. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off. Judy, would you mind wiping that off?
No.
And that's going to go back in the refrigerator. Right now, it doesn't look good. I feel like we're missing something important. How about if we talk mozzarella? Who likes cheese? Okay, so mozzarella is the best thing to use because it gets ooey gooey and creamy, messy deliciousness. You can write all that down. I hate to be too technical.
Hey, Coach Pam, I don't know if you know it, but we have some participants, and I think Eric was trying to yell at the screen. Eric, were you saying something over there? You're muted.
I can't see anybody but you.
I'll unmute your, oh,
Let me do
I just
gallery
muted.
view.
Yeah.
I'll do
Hi,
it.
Eric. Hi, I see you. Do you have a question, Eric?
No, not really.
Do you like mozzarella cheese?
Yes,
Okay.
any kind of cheese.
Right? You're my man. All right, so I'm going to put some cheese on here. Now, I think that the one we need to remember when we're putting cheese on here is that it's okay to get a little sloppy because we can clean our cookie sheet. So if we miss a little bit, don't worry. It's just part of the fun. And let's talk about other things that you can put on a pizza. I know that I like to put pepperoni on it sometimes, but you know, sometimes I might have leftover taco meat, or I might have leftover chicken or something like that. And so if you look in your refrigerator and sometimes you think, oh my gosh, some of those things go to waste, they make great pizza toppings. Eric, do you like tacos? No? Yes? So taco meat is really great on there because it gives it a little bit of spice. We're done with this and it's sealed up nicely because I want to be able to use it again. So I'm going to ask my cousin Judy to put it in the refrigerator for next time. Okay, so here's the beauty of this. That's all there is to making these pizzas. That's all there is. So now they're all ready to go. I might clean up and pick up some of the cheese and spread it out a little bit. And I have my oven at 375 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven. Now, let's talk about oven safety again for just a second. I'm going to turn so that we can look at the oven. Now, Cousin Judy has an awesome oven, and you'll notice it's super clean. That's why we're here. All right, so I'm going to open the oven, and I want to ask everybody, if I'm going to open the oven and step back, and I'm going to put this cookie sheet in, I need to be extra special safe. So I'm not going to touch anything in the oven. I'm going to pick this up and put it gently into the oven. And then I'm going to take my hands away and I'm going to close the oven up. And then I'm going to look up here at the top and I have a timer. And I'm going to time it for 7 minutes. So now my clock is on. So we are going to talk about a little bit about healthy snacks. And one of the things that I think you guys need to remember, a lot of people, because we've been staying home so much, have put on a little bit of weight. Coach Pam might have put on a little bit. So when we're talking about healthy snacks or even healthy meals, this makes a great lunch. And you can eat an English muffin with a little bit of pizza sauce and some mozzarella, and it is really a low calorie, but it has a lot of bang for your buck because there's protein in the cheese. So you're getting the protein like you would get from a meat. You can get the skim milk cheese, so it's not as fattening. Hardly any calories in your pizza sauce. And then the English muffins are crunchy and delicious, so it's like the best snack going. And it'll help get rid of, I like to call it, I don't know, COVID weight maybe, or I've been spending too much time at home, too close to the refrigerator weight. I don't know, something like that. So this is one of the things that you can do. Now, who likes pineapple on their pizza? Please don't say yes. Please. Oh, he said yes. Okay, I'm not a big pineapple fan, but can I tell you that's a great topping for your pizza. If you have a little bit of ham, you know, even like the ham that you buy, you put in sandwiches, a little bit of that, and then a little bit of pineapple, and boom, you are in Hawaii. I know. All of a sudden, instead of being home, you're on vacation.
I like that.
Right? So that's a really cool thing. So we're not going to wait for the pizza to cook. We're going to talk a little bit more, and then I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. But one of the things that I want to talk about is when you get something fresh out of the oven and you set it down, should you take it straight off of the tray and eat it? What do you think, Judy?
I think it might be too hot.
Yeah, you might burn your mouth. You might burn your mouth. So let's pretend like they're cooked, and we're going to take it out and we're going to take a look at it. Okay, so just pretend they're cooked. All right, little kitchen safety. Now I have these really awesome hot pads. Again, why are we in Judy's kitchen? Because mine have all been caught on fire. It's another story, don't ask. Okay, I'm going to open the oven and I'm going to get this out. Now, how would you safely do this? Now, a lot of people make the mistake and just reach in and get the cookie sheet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hold of the rack. See how I'm pulling that out a little bit? And then I'm going to pick it up with both hands and put it straight onto the stove top, which is not hot. Then I'm going to push this back and close the oven. I think it's important when you're doing this kind of stuff in the kitchen to remember to be safe. Now, those are not done, but they're also too hot to eat. So here's an example of what they look like when they're done, and I've let it cool. Ooh.
Good stuff.
Right? So let's have Cousin Judy try one and see what she thinks.
Ooh, yay. Okay, I'm taking this one.
So is it hot?
No.
No.
No, not at all. Mmm. Yummy. The cheese
Delish.
is just right.
Delish.
Very good.
So that's all that there is to it. It's a really simple snack that you can make, but you can make it a meal if you want to. And you know what? If you had a little salad or if you had some fresh fruit on the side, then it could be a whole lunch. So how does that sound, guys? Pretty good? Yeah? Does anybody have any questions? Well, thank you for joining me today. That was a pretty short one.
Pam, do you ever have a problem? Do you wear glasses?
I do sometimes, and Judy does.
I
So
see
Judy-
Eric has glasses on and I have glasses, and every time I open the oven, I get blasted with the steam and I can't see anything.
So I'm so glad you brought that up, because let's talk again about how I'm going to put the pizzas back in, and that'll be an example. So I'm going to open the oven right now and it's hot. Okay, so I don't need this. I'm going to open the oven right now. Okay, now, did you notice that I didn't lean straight in? I waited, and then I reached in and I pulled the rack out. And again, I'm not leaning in very much. and I put the tray on there. Again, I'm not leaning in. The oven is fully open. I'm going to slide this in, take a step back, and then close it. A lot of that happens because before you get a chance to have the cooler air mix with the hot air from the oven, you get that burst of hot air. So if you take a second, you see that I did, you don't have, there's no race. You're not going to win an extra
Right.
prize for being fast.
Yeah.
If you open the oven, take a second, and then reach in, you won't fog up. Or you could get little windshield wipers, but I think they're expensive.
All right, anyone else have any other questions? I know we had some viewers in there, but otherwise we'll get off. If you have a question, jump on and let us know. Eric, you gonna go home and make pizzas today for lunch?
No, I'm actually gonna come up with something different today, but this seems to be one of my hobbies though at home, while at home now.
Well,
Do you
good.
like-
We'll be excited
like
to hear about what you make.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what you cook because all of these ideas are things I've stolen from other people. I'm not gonna.
All righty, well, thank you, Coach Pam, and we'll have a good rest of your trip.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.